How are we going, everyone? Welcome to a... It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm on a fresh setup right now, so if there's like any issues with the audio or anything like that, please let me know. I'll try and look for myself just to make sure, but yeah. Just make sure. He's actually back. He's back. It's been a while. It's been a while. All right. I'm on a fresh setup right now, so if there's like any issues with the audio. Okay. It seems to be okay. All right. The face cam's not as crispy as I was hoping, but that's okay. How are you all doing? It's been a long time. It's been a really long time. Who have we got here? So Syndrome, Charlie, DJ, Commander, Damn, Daniel, Scooty Universe, Commander, Sammy Boy. How you all doing? Welcome in. And yeah, anyone who's still rolling in, I wanted to give the stream a few minutes just so people can roll on in. I honestly have no idea how many people are going to turn up. I haven't uploaded on this channel in 6 months. It's been a long time. Bro, the setup is so much better than the one a few years ago when you used to stream Battlefront 2. Thank you, man. I'm actually in a completely new place. I actually moved to the other side of Australia only about a month ago as well. So I've moved. I'm in my own place here. And so because I decided to pimp the setup out a little bit. It's a movie overload guy. Yeah, pretty much, dude. That's kind of how it's all gone. The background music's not too loud for you guys or anything like that. Just let me know. Again, this is like a fresh setup right now. All new stream settings. So I have no idea what's what. Victor, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Jeffrey, thank you. Jacob, how you doing? Pablo, welcome in. Reem, what's up? Star Wars Gaming, how you doing? Plenty of you guys here. There's already more of you here than I thought there'd be. So that's good. Give me Battlefront 3 news or give me death. Yeah, okay, yeah. We need to talk about Star Wars games, man, because like I've waited 6 months. And like, dude, it hasn't gotten any better. It's actually gotten worse. Need a Star Wars soundtrack? I can actually do that for you. I'll do that for you. Bear with me. I'll get that going for you. I'll just get some like Star Wars lo-fi or something. Alright, there we go. That better? Getting by. Yeah, man. Even though the channel's taken a bit of a decline, things have still been pretty damn good because of the other channels. Yeah. I guess I owe a lot of you guys an explanation of where I've been for the last 6 months. Is this music too loud? Because I feel like it's too loud. I feel like it's a little too loud. All right. So I'm going to fill you guys in on where I've been the last 6 months, where the uploads have been and all that sort of shit. So a lot of you guys probably caught wind in 2022 that I was like just done with Star Wars games. Like I was really getting sick and tired of it. And just trying to create content and stuff like that. And yeah, I kind of reached a point where I actually started uploading on my movie channel, and that took off like straight away. And it kind of gave me an outlet away from like this channel. And I just kept going with it, and it's grown, and it's coming up to 100,000 subscribers now. So that's pretty much where I've been. A lot of my focus has been there. After Jedi Survivor came out, it was kind of like, man, like what now? And I know I spoke to a lot of other Star Wars creators about a month ago in Melbourne. Sammy Boy, Twisted Jedi, and Bombastic. We had some really good talks about Star Wars games, where it's all at, and yeah, it's not in a good way. It's really not. But yeah. I'm definitely not in Perth. No, if I was to move away from Adelaide, it wouldn't have been to Perth. I tell you right now, I'm not a Perth guy. No way. For the Republic, we storm EA. We got to storm someone, man, because I don't know who is in control of Star Wars games right now, but they are throwing bad, like really bad. So it's just frustrating. I feel like it's not just Star Wars games. I feel like it's Star Wars in general. Like it's just a shit place to be at the moment, like, to be perfectly honest. I bet only Battlefront fanatics are here. Dude, Battlefront fanatics are like make up the entire Star Wars Star Wars game fan base, I swear. I swear to God. It's crazy. Oh, we got a dono from Charlie. Thank you so much for the dono, man. I don't have any alerts or anything set up right now, so it's purely from what you can see in chat. You don't know us anything, man. You do. You 6 months ago, I functionally lost my eye. I wear an eye patch now, so I mean, I guess it's a just. Damn. Well, thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate it. And how did you do that? What did you do? But yeah, 6 months is, yeah, a fair bit's been going on since then. Survivor is hard act to follow, especially in today's climate, which is a shame. They're going to follow it. They are doing another one. It's been confirmed already. So Cameron Monahan has already confirmed it. He wasn't supposed to, but he did anyway. And look, when we were in LA playing Jedi Survivor and spoke to a lot of the developers, you definitely got the vibe that they knew there was going to be another one. Like, it didn't feel final. That's another thing we can do on the stream, because I haven't really spoken to you guys since then, but I can talk to you guys about the LA trip to go play Survivor and all that, which would be cool. Turn that down a little bit. Ubisoft Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah, Outlaws is coming out sometime in the next year. Who knows, man. I would take one for the team and cut my foot off for Battlefront 3. Bro, that's the thing. I'd delete my channel tomorrow if a Battlefront 3 could exist. Like, I want that game so much. And a lot of people are probably like, oh, it's just so you can create content, blah, blah, blah. True, but honestly, man, I'd delete my channel if it meant a Battlefront 3 got confirmed tomorrow. Like, that's how much I want that game. But we're just not getting it, man. Sucks. It really sucks. No idea. I woke up one day with double vision, suspected neurological issue. Jeez, man. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you're going all right. Are you going to stream the Fortnite event? No. It's so sad that, like, Fortnite is the best Star Wars game we have right now. Like, that is just so sad, dude. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Lucasfilm Games, like, what are we doing? I was going to just make a video ranting, but I just decided to jump on a live with you guys and talk to you guys about it in chat. And yeah, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. It's been a long time. Survivor is really good. It's just not replayable like a multiplayer would be. Yeah, and that's the problem with a lot of single player games. And that's why a lot of people are frustrated with how they're doing Star Wars right now. Because we only want one multiplayer game. Like, that's it. We only need one. You can make all the single player games you want. All we need is the one multiplayer game and we're fine. We're just not even getting that. And that's so frustrating. You good rocking the eye patch? Hey, at least you got some swaz out of that. Now you're looking good. Owen, how you doing, man? Welcome. The Galactic Contention mod for Squad and the Arms 3-star mods are also released a lot of options. Are you talking about in Battlefront 2? Rockstar with the Star Wars license. It would be nice, but not going to happen, unfortunately. I figured you retired. Nah, I didn't retire, man. I've actually been busier on YouTube than ever. Like, the last 3 days, I've just been grinding away. I actually have 2 videos currently scheduled to go up tomorrow on my Movie Overload channel and my brand new channel, Game Overload, which is basically the same thing, but for games. So I got a video going up tomorrow on Spider-Man 2. It's like the PS5 game. It's like a full-on retrospective after the hype video. If you want to check that out, link to Game Overload is in the description below. But we're not really getting the single-player games. We are getting them. They're just like, they're spread so few and far between that it feels like we're not getting anything. Like, Survivor came out, and after it came out, it's like, okay, now what? And the answer is Star Wars Outlaws over a year later. So it's, yeah, it just sucks, man. It's been really tough to keep my sanity as a content creator. It really has. Yeah, can you play some Battlefront 2 today? We might a bit later. We might. We'll see. All they need to do is look at how many people are still playing Battlefront 2. I know, man. Like, every like avenue points towards Battlefront 2 coming back or a Battlefront 3, but it's, if it hasn't happened by now, it's just not going to happen. Like, it's a cursed title, man, I swear. Why is there a project of making a new Rey movie but no project on any Star Wars multiplayer game? Exactly, man. I don't know. The Star Wars movies and shows are a whole other problem. Oh, yeah. As you guys can probably tell, I'm a little disenfranchised when it comes to Star Wars at the moment. And I sadly don't think it's unjustified. I miss the good old days of your vid showing Camino Battlefront 2 gameplay whilst talking about everything. Yeah, I miss it too, man. But unfortunately, a lot of videos like that these days wouldn't really fly. It's a little... YouTube's way more competitive now. You got to be a little bit more special. So, yeah. But hopefully we can get back to it one day and Star Wars games sort their shit out. Until then, I don't know, man. But for now, we are going to be doing these little pop-up streams every now and then because they're kind of fun. I like doing these and just talking to you guys. But what we will be doing is streaming on Twitch very, 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 very heavily over the next, year or so. So if you haven't followed the Twitch, please do, because honestly, that's where most of this channel is going to be, is on Twitch. Yeah. And I've got some exciting stuff coming up next week that I can't talk about. I'm NDA'd. So it's not Star Wars game related, unfortunately. That I can tell you, but yeah, you'll see about it on Twitch. Lucasfilm is making a Star Wars Jedi 3 video game for next gen and they're bringing back the same characters. Yeah, they will be. Yeah, it's happening. They're doing it now. Unfortunately, Stig Asmussen, the game's director, is not going to be making the 3rd game, even though he made the first 2, which is kind of... I'm not going to lie, I'm a little worried. I actually met Stig Asmussen earlier this year, and you could tell that guy loved these games. Like, he bled the Fallen Order and Survivor series, man. So to hear that he's not there anymore kind of worries me. So, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see how it all goes. God, Star Wars, imagine. No. You think we're going to get a reboot of the Battlefront franchise or something called Battlefront 3, either by EA or someone else, or live service comes back to Battlefront 2? Honestly, they should make a Battlefront 3, yes. But honestly, I still think the best option for them right now is bringing back Battlefront 2 in some way. And I saw Elliot from Battlefront Updates talk about this on a live stream a couple days ago. And he talked about that they should drop some form of update and then 6 months down the line release either paid DLC or something to help bring it back. Because let's be honest, if they want to bring Battlefront 2 back, they can. The player base is still there waiting because there's nothing else to go to, which is the problem. So that they could bring it back if they really wanted to, but who knows, man. Been a big fan of your videos for a while, and I've also really enjoyed Star Wars games ever since I was a kid. I miss the classic Lucasfilm games and the Force Unleashed games too, honestly. Yeah, me too, man. I miss the classic games, but I also miss how Star Wars games were about 5 to 6 years ago. Like, we didn't know how good we had it. Like, we really didn't. Disney owning Star Wars also means the franchise isn't going to get better. Yeah, I just find it funny that we used to joke about Disney ruining Star Wars. And it was like, it was a joke, and we always used to laugh at the people who always said it. And it's kind of happened. Like, am I the only one feeling that way? They've kind of screwed it. Yo, if you're going to stream on Twitch, can you post a whole stream recording on this YouTube channel? I might upload clips from the Twitch as opposed to the full thing. Because, dude, we could be streaming for 4 to 7 hours. Who knows? And that's just absurd length to put up on YouTube. But, yeah. If you haven't followed the Twitch, make sure you do. I know some people don't like Twitch and they'd rather be on YouTube, but honestly, man, give Twitch a chance. I prefer it to YouTube. And streaming, oh my god, you guys don't know how much of a pain in the ass it was to get this stream up and running. Like, holy shit, man. It's like, bruh. Maybe they'll look into it in line with the new Rey films. I don't know, man. They definitely need to release some form of multiplayer, something to go alongside the movies, because it's like almost like free marketing in a way. Like, I don't know, man. Me personally, I just want Ahsoka and Ventress in Battlefront 2 and I'll be happy. That's the annoying part, right? Because they were working on Ahsoka. Like, if they hadn't pulled the pin on Battlefront 2, that would have happened. And it's just... frustrating, man. Really frustrating. Prime Disney is cartoons, man. They can live up to episode 4, 5, and 6 Star Wars. Yeah, I love, like, the Clone Wars animated series. Like, say what you want about how Disney have handled Star Wars, but let's be honest. Clone Wars Season 7 was pretty good. Pretty damn good. Oh, and also, if you guys do want a link to the Twitch, it is below. It's in the description for you. I should probably pin it, actually. I don't know how to do it. Make a channel dedicated to Twitch VODs and just post them there. Yeah, I might do that. Just like name it like Aussie. I might just put it on the Clips channel. That could work. We'll see. Said we got 2 ball droids. Yeah, we did. We did. You wanted Ayla Secura to homage OG Battlefront 2. Yeah, I think we all wanted Ayla Secura. I'm so bored of the shows. Give us some movies. Yeah, I'm super done with the shows. Like, what did you guys think of Ahsoka? Did you guys like Ahsoka? 1, if you liked Ahsoka. 2, if you didn't. 3, if you were meh. Me personally, I was kind of meh. I liked some parts of it, but they were the parts that I should have liked because it had Hayden Christensen in it. Like, it's just cheap nostalgia, really. Is Twitch returning? Twitch is returning in a massive way. Like, a big way. A really big way. So, yes. Twitch is returning. Again, the link will be below. I'm gonna pin it because everyone's gonna ask about it. How do I... Dude, I haven't streamed in like 3 years, so just bear with a brother, you know. Channel. I'm also going to be changing the channel name on Twitch soon. I just can't do it right now because how do I pin the comment? I'll do it later. Because I can't change the channel name for like another week. Really annoying. So a lot of you guys seem pretty meh on Ahsoka. Ahsoka is lame. Episode 5 is the best because Hayden. Yeah. I feel like that's probably the response I thought. Fair. Did you prefer the Obi-Wan series to Ahsoka? Not really. I think I think they're about even. Like, the thing is with Obi-Wan, right? When it was just Vader and Obi-Wan, I think the show was really good. The problem is most of the show was about Reva and Leia running around a forest and not being able to be caught by fully grown men. It was just kind of... Yeah, just not it, man. Star Wars is dead. Incorrect. I did like a lot of the Hayden Christensen stuff in Ahsoka. I will say that much. I really liked that. That was good. But, man, Shin is a baddie, though. Yeah, she is. She really is. Good call. Some of these shows are just so boring they don't excite me like Star Wars should. Yeah, and that's something that... actually, Andrew brought that up. Bombastic, he brought that up. That Star Wars hasn't felt the same since Obi-Wan. And I think a lot of people feel that way. Yeah. Garrett, thank you, man. Welcome in, my dude. Anakin series. No, I don't know, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I love seeing Hayden Christensen as much as anyone, but they've got to make their own stories. They can't keep going in the past to make the present worthwhile. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's all Ahsoka did. Like, the only time I was really actively enjoying Ahsoka was when Anakin was on screen, which is a problem. The real life clones in Ahsoka and Rex. It was cool to see Rex. It was cool. Ahsoka was a live action cartoon. Yeah, it definitely felt that way. Even with like some of the goofy parts, like when Ahsoka goes out of the ship and jumps around, I just felt like that was really cartoony. Like, some things work in animation, some things don't. I feel like that was one thing that doesn't. Voice break. Ooh, shit. But yeah, I feel like that was one thing that didn't work. Also, Aaron2903 and Lord Darthstar, thank you for your follows on Twitch, guys. I massively appreciate it. Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to over there. I need to sneeze, man. Obi-Wan felt so unbelievably cheap. Like, I never thought a Star Wars product could look that dull. Yeah, that's because of the budget, man. The budget that show got was not right. Like, I think Andor got like double the budget of Ahsoka, which is just wild to me. Like, insane to me. I don't understand. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Andor, but I like Andor because it just doesn't feel like Star Wars. It doesn't feel like Disney Star Wars. It feels different. But yeah. I loved Andor, though. It felt like real Star Wars. I see what you mean, but like, what I mean by it doesn't feel like Star Wars is it doesn't feel like Disney Star Wars. You know, it doesn't feel like volume sets and low budget and cheap nostalgia, you know what I mean? Just felt a bit more real. Like, Luthen's monologue, if you've seen Andor, I thought was like the best scene in the show. But there are a lot of people that saw Andor that probably saw that scene and just started falling asleep, and it's like, man, just it's unfortunate. Rapid, it is I. Mike King, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Andor was great. It was like really grown up nitty gritty Star Wars, which I think the franchise desperately needs more of. Yeah, spot on, dude. Can't agree more. Huyang and Chopper were the best bits, though. Huyang was actually really good in Ahsoka, I will say that. Ready for the next Star Wars game, open world. Let's go. Yeah, Outlaws is going to be interesting, man. I hope Outlaws is good. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. I hope if I'm lucky enough to get hands on it before it comes out, that I can sort of be able to chat to some of the devs. Because I find open world games really interesting, and I'd love to see how they thought of going about it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Even thought Mando Series 3 was a bit of a drop-off from Series 2. Oh, dude, Mando Season 3 was a big drop-off from Season 2. Massive drop-off. Mando Season 3, like, didn't really have a point. was kind of just happening, and things were happening, you know. And to all of you who have jumped in and, you know, all of that, welcome in. There's more of you here than I thought there would be. Honestly, I thought there was going to be like 5 people here because it's been 6 months. So yeah, I appreciate you guys dropping through, and it's good to see you again. And all of you in chat. All of you in chat. The whole cinematic experience of Andor was totally different too, like the way the scenes, camera angles were set up, etc. Yeah, dude, like I've been at film school the last few years, so I've grown an appreciation for that kind of stuff. And like objectively, whether you liked Andor or not, it is just on a different level to every other Star Wars show. Like in terms of pure filmmaking, it's apples to oranges, man. It's like they're just not even similar. Like you go from The Mandalorian or Ahsoka to Andor, and it's just completely different. Happy December, best month to play Star Wars: The Old Republic. Always get back to The Old Republic around December or July. I've tried to play The Old Republic. I just don't think it's for me, man. I tried, like I really tried. I just couldn't dig it. Wish I could make another Battlefront. Yeah, me too, man. When is the release date? I'm assuming you mean for Outlaws. Dude, it could be anywhere in 2024. Honestly, anytime. Hopefully somewhere in the summer, maybe. I don't know. And by summer, I mean American summer, our winter, because we're backwards. Squadrons rips. Yeah, Squadrons was fun for what it was. I kind of want to revisit Squadrons at some point, because it, like, everyone just kind of forgot about it. Does anybody else feel that way? Like Squadrons was just kind of forgotten about? Because I definitely feel that way. What games have you been playing recently? Spider-Man 2. I played the crap out of that, and I've got a video going up on my other channel tomorrow about that. It's linked in the description. It's called Game Overload if you want to go over there. It's brand new. It basically does what I do on my movie channel. So Spider-Man 2. Been playing that a lot lately. And Hogwarts Legacy as well. I've finished that twice now since it came out. In terms of like online though, I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends and a little bit of COD. Thank you, Garrett. I appreciate that, man. I would only buy a Star Wars game if they made one for adults with puzzles and ballistics. You would only buy a Star Wars game if they made one for... Dude, have you ever bought a Star Wars game? Don't think Star Wars: The Old Republic as an MMO. Play it as a great role-playing game, great for cosplay. Yeah, I think it was more just I was expecting something different, so I was like, you know. I heard that Leo DiCaprio is rumored to be Anakin. The prequels, I think Hayden would be way better than DiCaprio. Thank goodness they didn't choose him. Yeah, I have heard that Leonardo DiCaprio was in the running to play Anakin. That would have been so weird, man. Like, just thinking about it, I can't think of anyone else but Hayden playing Anakin. Still in Apex? Yeah, man. Twisted Jedi, a lot of you guys might know him. I played Apex with him for ages today. We're hooked. Squadrons being forgotten about is basically what happens when multiplayer games don't get updates recently. Nah, Squadrons was just like... The reason Squadrons was so forgotten about is because it was... like... It was a spin-off game based on the aspect of Battlefront 2 that no one played. Like, Battlefront 2 was super popular, but the one mode where people didn't play was the Starfighters. Yet they made a whole game surrounding it. It just kind of felt like a bad business decision, but I understand why they did it. Because it was still a pretty good game, but I guess that's why a lot of people just forgot about it. How is this audio? Because it is so loud in my headphones, but I think it's really quiet on stream. Also, Pablo the Playboy and Bosso Pet, thank you for your follows on Twitch, guys. I appreciate you. They need to remake The Force Unleashed. Dude, honestly, after what's happened with the KOTOR remake, I don't want them to remake anything. I'm just over it. Like, when the KOTOR remake cancellation thing came out like a week or two ago, I was done, bro. I had no energy left for Star Wars after that. But apparently it might still be alive. Who knows? You got it, Buffalo. Me too. Most of the time. This is random, but I want a really good open world, high budget Avatar The Last Airbender game with a good combat that runs through the story of the show. As soon as you said high budget Avatar, I was like, bro, there's one coming out next week. But yeah, I could see something like that happening somewhere down the line. Games are you playing on stream today? We might jump into some Battlefront 2 a little later. We'll see how many people are still lingering around. We'll see. But yeah. And also Zombies Chill. Thank you for your follow on Twitch, man. Appreciate it. If everything goes to plan, we'll be streaming on Twitch. What's the date? It's the 3rd now. In about 2 days. And we're going to be doing something pretty cool. So KOTOR remake will always be in limbo, never coming out, never getting cancelled. I feel that way as well. I agree. Also, good to see you, Diamond. It's been a long time, man. If Star Wars Eclipse flops and Star Wars games are dead. Dude, Star Wars games are dead already. That's the problem. Like, it's so frustrating. The new Avatar game looks pretty solid, but I would say that's only because I'm a sucker for Far Cry. Yeah, it's from what I've heard. I've spoken to a couple people who've played it already, and they said it feels like Far Cry in space, which I don't hate, to be honest. I'm kind of okay with that. Good to hear from you. It's time for me to start my day. Take care, my friend. We'll talk soon. Well, thank you for dropping through, Garrett. I appreciate it, man. Hope you have a good day. Mr. Penguin, what's up, man? But yeah, Avatar does look quite good, but we'll see how it goes. We're forgetting about Galaxy of Heroes. Just don't even go there, man. Don't even go there. Don't even try it. Don't try it. But yeah. Hang on, where am I? It's all of you guys who have checked out the Game Overload movie channel as well. The Game Overload channel, the new channel. Thank you. I appreciate you. Far Cry Star Wars. Honestly, that's what Outlaws could be. Seriously. Like, it's Ubisoft. It's open world. Who knows? Maybe it would actually be 6 years. Such an awesome character. Yeah, man, I'd be down for that. I agree. Fallout Prime series opinions. I've seen a couple pictures surrounding it. I'm not big on Fallout. I've never really liked it. But honestly, man, after the Halo TV show came out and it was so bad, I was like, eh. But on the same hand, The Last of Us was really good, so we'll see. We will see. Just checking something. Also, guys, if you haven't dropped a like on the stream, please do. It helps the algorithm. Because there's a lot of people that are subscribed that are not going to see this. So, couldn't hurt. We need a Star Wars game soon. I've been playing Starfield as if it was Star Wars for a minute now. Dude, a lot of people have like done Star Wars mods on Starfield just to fill that void, which is so sad. So sad. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 has been delayed. I've never been a Warhammer guy. Did you anticipate your movie overload channel popping off like it did? No, I really didn't. Like, I took that movie overload channel seriously just once. And I was like, I'm going to make a longer, thought out video and see what happens. Just take it seriously once, make a really good thumbnail. And before I knew it, it had like 300,000 or 400,000 views. And I was like, Okay, sure. And then I made a Game of Thrones video and that got like 500,000. And then I made an MCU video and that got like 3 million. It was wild. A crazy time. And it's been going pretty well since. The last video did kind of shit, but that's okay. The next one hopefully will do well. Death Star would be a good game built from scratch and add new I'd love like a Death Star like building simulation game. That'd be kind of cool. Just something on the side, you know. Don't read Jedi Battle Scars before playing Jedi Survivor. Merrin doesn't seem right in that book, like I'm reading it and had to put it down multiple times and picked it up later dates, but God, it was, yeah. Dude, I read Battle Scars before I played Survivor. I didn't finish Battle Scars. That was one of the worst books I've ever read. Like, if you guys don't know, there was a book for Jedi Survivor, a prequel that basically bridged the gaps between Fallen Order and Survivor. And it was really bad. Like, really bad. It was like 50 Shades of Grey meets bootleg Star Wars. It was really bad. And I was so excited for it too, because I love those characters. But, dude, that book was awful. It didn't help that I'd been reading the, you know, George R. R. Martin Song of Ice and Fire books, like the Game of Thrones books, and then went to that. So it just seemed even worse. But, man. Waiting on Star Wars 1313. Aren't we all, brother? Mods on PC Battlefront 2 are so good. Need that on Xbox. Yeah, man. Mods kept Battlefront 2 alive for a while. Buffalo, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. You've been playing Spider-Man 2. Angry Joe wants a Superman game. Dude, I love Angry Joe so much, man. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. I watch all the Angry Joe videos. I just watched his Godzilla video just before hopping on. I love Angry Joe. Merrin trusts a stormtrooper, yeah. And gets frisky and... yeah, it's weird. At least Survivor was good. At least Survivor sorted the characters out. Sorry, guys. I just got an email from my thumbnail designer for the Spider-Man 2 video. Alright, cool. Superman's odd with a Tesseract none, and yeah, so I would pay $100. Yeah, they'll do a Superman game eventually, man. It'll happen. Hope we'll get some Outlaws, Eclipse, or KOTOR news at the Game Awards. There has to be something. I'm pretty sure if we're going to get anything, it'll probably be Outlaws. And I think the Game Awards is in like 3 days or something. So we'll see. Dan, Ben, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome in, brother. God bless Australia. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. We like Australia, don't we? But are any of you guys still playing Battlefront 2? Because I must admit, I haven't played Battlefront 2 in a year. Maybe more. Maybe 2. I don't even know. It's been a long time, man. Wonder Woman single player game in the works. Yeah, I've heard about that. And there's a Wolverine game as well. It's kind of cool. Star Wars Hunters could do something. Honestly, I think Star Wars Hunters is just a lost cause at this point. Like, for real. Like, I don't know, man. Just, what are they doing? I don't know. I feel like it's just a waste of energy to get involved in Star Wars Hunters. Do you guys know what's funny? I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, but Star Wars Hunters, the company that made the game, reached out to me and they wanted me to do a sponsored video for the release of the game. And like within like a week, they pulled it because they were releasing, that they were delaying it again. So they were ready to pay people to promote the game's launch, and then they delayed it like a week later. Like, that game is so disorganized, a complete mess. I just don't care. Honestly. Hunters is a waste of breath, man. Some of you guys still play Battlefront 2. Okay. House of the Dragon Season 2 out today. Dude, I know. House of the Dragon was honestly my favorite show of last year. And like, oh, dude, I can't wait for Season 2. I have read Fire and Blood 3 times. No, I've read the Dance of the Dragons excerpt twice, but the whole book once, but the excerpts 3 times is what I meant to say. Dude, I can't wait for that show. House of the Dragon Season 2 is gonna be so good. You guys aren't ready. If you don't know what happens, oh my god, first couple episodes are gonna blow your socks off. What? OBS just decided it didn't want to work anymore, but I think we're okay. Are we still live? I think we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. Follow YouTube that sometimes live streams Battlefront 2. Do people still live stream Battlefront 2? Like, all the time? Well, it's been 4 years since your last live. I know, man. It's been a long time. I'm very rusty. Bear with me. We're going to be going live a lot more in the future, so it's all good. Fair enough, R21. Andor? Yeah, I liked Andor. Andor was good, but House of the Dragon was still by far my favorite show last year. I feel sorry for people like Bombastic, who seems to be living off slivers of Star Wars gaming content. I spoke to Andrew a lot at PAX, and like, all I'll say about Andrew is he's a really smart guy. He's a really smart guy, really nice guy, and he's a really good content creator. And I seriously swear to you, nobody in the Star Wars game space works harder than him. Like, honestly, that man is a machine. He's a machine. People are getting so mad because it's not like Fire and Blood and all because of the posters. What? People get mad at anything, bro. Anakin Ninja streams Battlefront 2 most days still. Really? Still? Dude, that guy was like streaming it every day like 5 years ago. How, man? That's crazy. Star Wars Eclipse thoughts? Yeah, look, if it ever comes out, it ever comes out. I'm not going to lose sleep if it doesn't, to be honest with you. For me, the only like games I really care about right now are Outlaws. And just because the thing is, right, I just don't get my hope up for Star Wars games anymore because they just get cancelled all the time. So it's like, why even put the energy in to be excited about it? But Outlaws, on the other hand, that's going to happen. So, you excited for the Star Wars shows coming this year? Not really, to be honest with you. Like, what is there? There's Skeleton Crew, which looks like no one is going to care. There's Acolyte, which could be good, but it could be really bad too. So, who knows, man? I don't really know what else is coming out. Signed up for email updates when it was announced from Hunters. They said I'd get an exclusive content at launch, and I never got another email. Yeah, that's what I mean, dude. They're so disorganized. How they can reach out to content creators and be like, yo, we want to pay you to promote the game's launch. What are your rates? You tell them, and then like a week later they cancel the game. They delay the game for like a year. It's like, what? What are you doing? There was a rumor article long ago about Star Wars Eclipse, and they were going to reveal the background of some character or species, maybe including Yoda in a game. Yeah, Yoda will probably be in there. Because, of course, House of the Dragon is supposed to be about Aegon and Naira, but the show is taking the road of Naira and Alicent. Yeah, look. As long as they hit all the major beats of, like, Fire and Blood, I'm happy. But, man, that battle with Aegon and Aemond in season 2 is going to be crazy. But I can't wait for the Daemon and Aemond one eventually. That'll probably be in like season 3 or 4. In the beginning, you said bad news. Want to share it with us? Wait, what do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. Really excited for Andor season 2. Arclight, Bad Batch 3, maybe even Tales of the Jedi comes out this year. Skeleton Crew looks kind of boring though. Yeah, Skeleton Crew just looks like the biggest nothing burger of a show, to be honest with you. Are you a Harry Potter fan? What do you think of the new series coming? I'm a massive Harry Potter fan, dude. I love Harry Potter, arguably more than Star Wars. Like, this is probably going to break a few of your hearts, but like my pecking order and like when it comes to big franchises is like Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, then Star Wars. Like, I've even got a Game of Thrones tattoo, for Christ's sake. Well, you guys can't even see it. But I love Game of Thrones. I love Harry Potter. And Star Wars has definitely slid down lately. That's for sure. Do you think one of the Star Wars games will be Young Jedi Adventures? I don't think so, no. As for my thoughts on the new Harry Potter series coming, why? I don't know. Why are they making it? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I just hope they don't make it bad. I really hope they don't. Feel bad for last child of Allison because, oh my god, he isn't going to be in apparently Nettles. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do and the changes they make. It's funny because like the book purists will always get angry, but is what it is. Skeleton Crew about a bunch of droids. No, I think it's about a bunch of kids. A bunch of kids and Jude Law. It's like, what? Ah. When Fortnite is going to give me more respect to Star Wars than the actual... Yeah, I know, dude. I know. Trust me. You're going to do a trailer watch of House of the Dragon? Well, if it comes out when we're live, maybe. Has it come out yet? No, it's not out yet. I don't think it's going to be out for about another 6 or 7 hours. I wish George Lucas didn't sell Star Wars. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. But, you know, at the same time, we got some cool stuff out of Disney Star Wars. We got some shit too, but, you know, that's all right. Ah. Skeleton Crew is at least something new. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I understand that. Look, if it's something new at the end of the day, that's cool. But, yeah. I'm just not overly excited for it. Never seen Game of Thrones and I thought about it, but people have been telling me the ending is atrocious, so pretty much a lot of action and hype just for it to end in a trashy way, and I don't know now. Yeah, look, even as someone who loves Game of Thrones enough to get, you know, the main character tattooed on his body, I can sit here and say that the ending of Game of Thrones is awful. It's so bad. But the journey there is like, there is nothing better in TV. That's the thing, right? Game of Thrones seasons 1 to 4 is like the best TV in the history of ever. Seasons 5 and 6 is really entertaining. Season 7 is kind of stupid, but really entertaining. Season 8 is just awful, like bad. It's still worth getting into though, man. And House of the Dragon is fantastic. So, yeah. I think there was maybe 3 people excited for Andor before that came out. Yeah, that's true. Like, I think Andor is kind of... You should always just take any show with a grain of salt because of how good Andor turned out to be. I might be talking pure waffles, but I did read some articles suggesting Disney is looking to purchase gaming companies to branch out, so maybe some more games. Who knows, man? But I'm pretty sure the CEO of Disney right now, Bob Iger, is not a video game minded guy, like at all. He doesn't see the point. He doesn't see the upside, which is mind blowing to me. But Who knows? Sounds like a Star Wars Jedi. Yeah, it kind of is. Wish Battlefront 2 was still being worked on. Dude, me, you, the developers, everybody wishes that. But it's just not the way it is. Apparently the show could have gone on for another 2 years if the two guys didn't leave and go to go do Star Wars, which ended up not happening. Yeah. David Benioff and DB Weiss, they were supposed to go work on a Star Wars movie or a Star Wars series. So they wrapped up Game of Thrones quickly and ruined it. And then they didn't even work on the Star Wars movie or show. So it's like, bro. Yeah. You're from Kazakhstan, been watching your vids a couple years now. Well, I appreciate you dropping in, Aiden. Appreciate that support, my man. Just excited for things if the people working on it have potential. Mando stuff is just bad. I'm talking about directors, man, right? Yeah. Like Mando 1 and 2 were really good, but I don't know, man. Season 3, it just felt like everything had changed and for the worse, which is really frustrating because I was really excited for Mando season 3. Like I didn't even make a video about it on my movie channel because I was just so disheartened by how bad it was and how disappointed I was. And now that Pedro Pascal is like not going to be back on set at all for Mando season 4, I don't know. Was thinking even if they just added an Apex Legends style hero, unlocked Battlefront 2 and added new heroes, it would make so much money. Yeah, that's the thing, right? And like that's why a lot of people have their mind on the Respawn FPS, which to be honest, until this point in the stream, I'd completely forgotten about. But Respawn made Apex Legends, and Apex Legends is kind of like a branch off of Titanfall. Hopefully they can do something similar with Star Wars. That would be really cool. It'll never get to the heights of Apex. Apex kind of just dropped out of the blue and was super huge and still is. But I'd love to see something like that for Star Wars. Unfortunately, I just don't see it happening. But it would be cool. It would be cool. Arcane was awesome. Can we get same for Star Wars? I wish. I wish. Star Wars or Marvel? Right now? That's tough. Marvel aren't traveling too well either. Like, Marvel and Star Wars are in a pretty bad spot. I'd still say Star Wars, to be honest with you. Boba Fett was better than season 3. Yeah, probably. It was pretty even, which is kind of sad, to be honest. Corporal Clean, Respawn FPS, question mark. Yeah, Respawn are currently working on a first-person shooter. Who knows when it's coming out, though. The annoying thing is, Peter Hirschman, I think that's his name. Am I tripping? He used to work on the OG Battlefront games. He's the director of the Respawn FPS. So you'd think it would be a Battlefront game, but it doesn't seem like it is. Oh, well. Feel like if they brought Battlefront 2 back, it would have to have a battle pass or something to be financially justifiable. Yeah, it would. It would have to have something. They can't just bring it back and then have nothing. They have to do something like that. But honestly, at this point, I think people would be fine with that. I would love for them to do a re-release of Battlefront 2, to be honest. But they go back to work on the game, fix a few things up, add some game modes, add some heroes, re-release the game, start fresh, and build off the blocks that are already there. But I just don't see it happening. Because it would just be so good. Is what it is. Loki was incredible, to be fair. Loki was very good. Loki and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 are about the only thing I've enjoyed from Marvel in about 2 years. Everyone forgot about Amy Hennig's game. Honestly, man, considering how quiet that game's been, I feel like nothing's going to come of it. I feel like it's just going to be another Star Wars game casualty. Call me a pessimist, sure, but can't say I don't have good reason. Gotta do some uni work, so peace, love, stuff. Bye from Britain. We'll see you later, baby Rhino, and enjoy your uni work, my man. Bo-Katan may not be in next season of Star Wars Mandalorian. I think she will be. K-Pib, thank you for dropping through, man. Enjoy work and appreciate you dropping through, dude. Do you have any interest in Star Wars Dark Forces Remastered? Not really, to be honest with you. I'm just a little, like, not depressed. Depressed isn't a fair word to use. I'm just, like, drained of when it comes to Star Wars games, man. Like, if I wasn't a content creator, it probably wouldn't be so bad, but I think the license for EA exclusivity games had already, yeah, it has. It expired 6 months ago, I'm pretty sure. Still making a Mandalorian game? I don't think so. I feel like if they were, it would have come out by now. Or not come out, but we would have heard about it. Because it just seems like all the single player games that they're doing are all the exact same thing. Like Scoundrel, Outlaw, single player games. It just seems like they're all exactly the same. Which is frustrating. But what can you do? The thing that's killed Battlefront 2 for me has been the lack of maps. I'm not strong enough to play Supremacy on Geonosis or Camino again. Yeah, I feel that. It's so sweaty too. A lot of the people left on Battlefront 2 are so sweaty. Mando seems perfect for... Yeah, pretty much. The thing is, right, with all the shows they've released over the past couple of years, imagine how much content they could have got into Battlefront 2. They had a perfect model there to be able to release so much content, monetize the game, and make so much money, but instead they tie their collaborations in with Fortnite. Like, if that doesn't tell you that they don't care about the players, then I don't know what will. And it's Lucasfilm Games. It's not EA, it's Lucasfilm Games. They're the problem. So, is what it is. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, EA, they looked after us in LA. Like, going to LA in, I think it was March of this year, to play Survivor. Dude, they would have spent a lot of money to get everyone over there. And that was a really good trip. That was a really good trip. I actually made a vlog of the LA trip for Survivor, but I never released it. Sorry. My like camera work was awful. We are working at porting the complete cancelled Battlefront 3 full with space to ground by FRD into the classic Battlefront 2 as a total conversion mod using almost all available leaked assets. That would be really cool. If that were to happen, that would be sick. Is that Game of Thrones music on in the background? There is. Huh. Well, there you go. You're in England? I've been to England since I was a little kid, man. Fact, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes made the most money out of any Star Wars game. Is so frustrating. Battlefront 2 could do the same, monetizing the lore like they do at Star Wars Galaxy. Yeah, the problem is that's a mobile game, and microtransactions work very different on mobile games. You can get away with murder when it comes to monetization and microtransactions when it comes to mobile games, man. If you try that stuff in like normal AAA games, woo, yeah, not good. You're in trouble. Star Wars games, that guy did say there were several games we didn't know about. Yeah, but we know about 5 or 6. Problem is the 5 or 6 we know about seem to be the exact same thing. Or close enough. So, and I just don't see a world where they've got like 12 games in development. So I don't know. What location from a recent Star Wars show would you have wanted to see as a map in Battlefront 2? It's a good question. Probably Mandalore, to be honest. The only thing Galaxy Heroes does right is adding the new show characters. Yeah, because they can. Battlefront 2 could have done the same. They just killed it, so It's so weird. It's been nearly 4 years since Battlefront 2 was cancelled, and it's all people can talk about when it comes to Star Wars games. If that doesn't say 1,000 words, man, I don't know what does. Like, you watch NBA? Not really, man. My friends have ruined NBA for me. They just don't shut up about it. So I just I like basketball, but just the NBA, man. My mates have ruined it for me. Yes, Jack, I have. Galaxy of Heroes is the FIFA of Star Wars. That's true. I don't think I've seen anybody sum it up that perfectly before, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Ready for GTA 6 trailer? Yes, sir. I am. Some truth from another commentator is there's no use in worrying about what could have been or the potential in the world doesn't matter if it isn't realized. That's true. Wise words. What's my game of the year? Oh, good question. Well, I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, so I'm not going to say Baldur's Gate 3. It'd be between Hogwarts Legacy, Survivor, Spider-Man 2. There's definitely something else I'm missing. Hang on, let me have a look at the Game of the Year nominees. I can't remember what they were. Alan Wake 2, Legend of Zelda. Yeah, look, out of the 6 that have been nominated, it's Spider-Man 2. But honestly, I'd probably say Hogwarts Legacy is my Game of the Year because it gave me something I've wanted since I was a kid. Like, Hogwarts Legacy is so good. It's not a perfect game, and it's not a better game than, you know, all the nominees, but it was my favorite. So it's my Game of the Year. Two good and two evil heroes you'd want in the game. Two good, Mando and Ahsoka. Two bad, Ventress and, you know what, Shin Baddie. Nah, evil. Honestly, maybe Balin Skull. That was a really interesting character. I've been good, Lath. How have you been, man? I've been really good. It's been a big year for me, to be honest with you. A lot has changed this year for the better. It's been really good. 2020 sucked ass. 2021 sucked ass. 2022 was a little bit better. This year's been pretty damn good, to be honest with you. How have you been? Weird that Survivor is not even nominated. I'm not really surprised. I feel like there's a stigma around Survivor because of how bad it launched with its performance. And when we were in LA playtesting Survivor, we did speak to the developers about this. We were like, dude, the game is incredible, but we did notice FPS drops. And they're like, yeah, it should be all sorted out. Should be all sorted out. Ah, well. Alan Wake 2 Game of the Year, 110. Yeah, I never played it, man. No Mace Windu. Oh, yeah, Mace Windu. That's fair. Good call. Hogwarts Legacy not nominated. Game was aggressively mid. If you don't like Harry Potter, you won't be into it. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I am massively into Harry Potter, so I loved it. Like, I wouldn't say it's aggressively mid. I disagree there. It is a good game. It's just not. It's not an Elden Ring. You know, it's a strong 7 out of 10, like objectively, but like as a Harry Potter like fanboy, it's like a 10 out of 10. But if you don't like Harry Potter, you're not going to like Hogwarts Legacy. It doesn't do enough in terms of like the key gameplay and core game mechanics to make you like make up for that, you know, not having loved the franchise. You know what I mean? After scrapping all of these games, do you think that Dave Filoni has as CCO, we might see another peak in Star Wars games going forward? Look, honestly, man, I don't think Dave Filoni is very focused on the games. I feel like whoever's in charge at Lucasfilm Games, it's up to them. Yeah, things need to go through higher ups, but honestly, man, whoever's making the decisions on what games get made, they need to pull their finger out their ass, because, dude, they're not greenlighting the right stuff. Still not played Survivor and can't justify the price for the length for me. We'll wait for a heavy sale. To be honest, Holmes, I thought Survivor was actually quite long. Like, when I was playing Survivor, because I got to the final Dagon fight, and I was like, is that it? Huh. But then the game went for a few more hours, and I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Like, it actually seems pretty long. I think it's longer than Fallen Order. You should be able to get it somewhat cheap. There might be lingering Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales going on. Do you collect or have any Star Wars Hasbro figures? Not really, man. I've pretty much stopped collecting Star Wars stuff. The only stuff I've got in my room in terms of like collectibles is a Last of Us Part 2 statue of, you guys can't see it. It's a Last of Us Part 2 statue there. And I've got some signed Game of Thrones cards from the actors up here. That's all I've got in here in terms of like collectible stuff. I do have my Cal Kestis lightsaber that EA sent me in there. But apart from that, man, I'm not really collecting a lot anymore. Is Hogwarts Legacy worth it for the price? I'm a Harry Potter fan. Dude, if you're a Harry Potter fan, hell yeah. Back in the day, there was a few Star Wars games where C-3PO was the main character. Yeah, dude. I could never do that now. Survivor will be on Game Pass eventually. Yeah, at some point it will be. Or it'll be on EA Play or something like that. Or EA Access, whatever it's called now. It's called something different. Aditya, good evening, my man. Good to see you. Survivor easily 40 plus hours. It's a healthy length. I don't think it's 40, but it's definitely up there. Easily over 20 if you take it. If you don't rush, if you speed run it, yeah, you'll probably get through it really quick. But if you take your time and you actually explore, because the worlds are much bigger, it can chew up a lot of hours, man. It'll be longer than Spider-Man 2. The name of the conversion mod is Battlefront 3 Legacy, and a demo featuring some of the core maps and game modes, including space to ground combat, will be released around 1 to 2 months at ModDB. All right, man, I'll keep an eye on that. Sounds interesting. Is like the last Lego Star Wars video game? Yeah, I liked it. I'm not a Lego guy, but I liked it for what it was. You want to see Star Wars Jedi 3? I want to be a Jedi Knight again. And Star Wars Eclipse, I want to be a Jedi Knight in that game. Also fight and defeat Sith. Yeah. I'd love to see like an Old Republic RPG that's not KOTOR. Because I know the remake is probably just never going to happen. But like something different. With like characters we haven't, like new characters. Would be kind of cool. Just all out Jedi and Sith war. Be kind of sick. You were passing Star Wars Outlaws. I don't like that game. To be fair, man, it hasn't even come out yet. It's weird though, because I feel like the general consensus around Outlaws is kind of negative. But I don't know. Like in the Star Wars game space, I feel like the consensus on Outlaws is quite negative, but outside the Star Wars game space to normal people and normies, or whatever you want to call them, the average folk, people seem to think it looks quite good. So I don't know, man. Wish Hogwarts had more classroom interaction. Yeah, me too, man. See, we're talking a lot about other games in this stream. This is exactly what the streams on Twitch are going to be like. And also, STL Cards fan, thank you for your follow on Twitch, bro. Appreciate it. If you're still in chat watching. Luke or Anakin? Anakin for me. Star Wars Outlaws, I don't think they mentioned anything about Crimson Dawn. Yeah, I don't think so. Might get a new trailer of Eclipse on the upcoming Game Awards. Honestly, I don't think we'll get one of Eclipse at the Game Awards. I think if we get anything, we'll get another look at Outlaws. And that's it. I don't see us getting anything more than that. And that's if we're lucky. Star Wars Pod Racer remake, imagine. Where am I? Keep losing chat. I think a Star Wars Overwatch could work, but I wish it was more robust than a mobile Switch game. Yeah, well, Star Wars Overwatch is essentially what Hunters is supposed to be, so yeah. Multi-streaming is allowed now on Twitch too, so you could just shoot to both here and there. Yeah, I've a good friend of mine, Jack Buzzer. You guys might know him from TikTok. He's actually going to be coming over my house at some point this week to help me sort all that out because I don't know how to do it. But yeah, so Twitch will be like the main place we stream. And for maybe the first few weeks, I'll multi-stream onto YouTube, help bring people over. And yeah. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, we will multi-stream. But Twitch, I want Twitch to be the main hub because streaming on YouTube is awful. Like, it's so bad. It sucks. It's so much easier to stream on Twitch. It's just way better optimized, so much simpler. Like, YouTube's live dashboard is so confusing. Like, I think I accidentally went live like an hour and a half ago without realizing. It's so frustrating. Star Wars Republic Commandos remake. Honestly, something similar could be exactly what the Respawn FPS is. We'll see though. Who knows? I am a Jedi Knight in the video games and I defeat Siths and Inquisitors and save the galaxy and learn most of things from the Master. Something like that would be really cool. Star Wars canon, I think there are 5 major crime syndicates and we don't really know anything about it and feels like Star Wars Outlaws isn't mentioning any of those syndicates. We'll see. They're probably keeping a few things under wraps, man, to be honest. When we get a sequel to a Star Wars Legends game, they would have to make a new one. Yeah, they'd make a whole new thing. Exactly what they do. What annoys me is if they're going back in the past, they keep making games in the High Republic. Go to the Old Republic, for Christ's sake. It's what everyone wants. It's because the protagonist of Outlaws seems like another generic female Mary Sue Disney character. Her dialogue was somewhat indicative of that. I do admit, though, that I guess we need to wait and see. Yeah, just wait and see. Because I know what you're saying. I get it. Like, I understand. But ultimately, you need to wait and see. And just at least give the character the benefit of the doubt for now. But I know what you're saying. Some people think there won't be a Clone Wars game because a lot of battle droid stuff was used in the Jedi Survivor. Some people think there won't be. What do you mean, Dan Ben? Star Wars Jedi Academy 1 and 2 remaster. Imagine. That would be kind of cool. Just curious. Out of all the Disney Plus Star Wars shows, which one would you guys say is your favorite? Just spam it. I'm interested. Mando, Obi-Wan, Boba Fett, Ahsoka. What is it? I'm genuinely interested to see what you guys have to say about that. Just want to see what like the general consensus is because I feel like a lot of people are just shitting on everything at the moment. I get why, but what ones are your favorite? Jedi are so cool and always be so cool. Yeah, English. Jedis are so cool and always will be so cool, dude. I am a Jedi. I do want like a like actual Jedi RPG. Like Survivor was cool and Cal Kestis is cool, but I want to be able to make my own at the same time. Hard question. Visions, Andor, Ahsoka, Mando before season 3. Yeah, I think Mando before season 3 is probably mine as well, but Andor is definitely number 1 for now. For sure. Mando 1 best Star Wars, Andor best show. That's fair. Andor, Tales of the Jedi. So a lot of people do say Andor. Obi-Wan because I love Obi. Yeah, Obi-Wan has that scene with Vader with the cracked mask, and that is like 10 out of 10, but everything else in the show really irritated me. Like the 5th brother in Obi-Wan. What was the point? What's the point in having him there? Didn't do anything. Disney Star Wars once did a timeline of events, and Old Republic is on there, but they're probably not doing anything with it because online games still get updates. I wouldn't say that's the reason, but I know what you're talking about with the event thing, the timeline. So that they have acknowledged it. They just need to do something with it, man. That 3-episode arc from Andor really is just 10 out of 10. Dude, there are so many amazing moments in Andor that are just like, just so far above every other show. Like in terms of like an actual show, Andor is amazing, but in terms of like Star Wars goodness, Andor isn't that show. So I understand what some people say when they say they don't like it, but yeah, it is like objectively the most well-made Star Wars show that we've gotten. I would love if EA made a game that was like heroes versus villains from Battlefront 2, but with only lightsaber heroes and better combat. Yeah, I'd like that too. I'd be down for something like that, but you know, we take what we can get at this point, man. How long have we been going for? Yeah, we've been going for over an hour already, man. This I forgot how quick streaming goes. Just flies by. Renegade, what up, man? How you doing? Been a while indeed. Been a while. I wish they could make a Star Wars Revenge of the Sith remastered for new gen PS5 and Xbox Series X. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool because that game was actually really fun. But yeah, they're not going to do that, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But that's all right. For Honor combat style would work so well. Yeah. Dude, the problem is with Star Wars games, right? There are so many things that they can do, but I feel like they just keep doing the same thing. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, the license is open. Anyone can make anything. Yet, they all make the same thing. Scoundrel single-player adventure game. I don't know, man. I just feel like they're just not doing it right at all. Pretty good, just stressed with everything that life is throwing at me. How about you? That sucks to hear that life's been stressful, man. But my life's been stressful too, so it's okay. But I've been good, man. It's been a pretty good year. So I wish they would make the best Star Wars Jedi video game ever, dude. Maybe one day they will. For me, Fallen Order and Survivor kind of are those games, but yeah. Hannes, you can't wait for Outlaws. Yeah, I think I'm more interested in Outlaws than excited. Because I feel like Outlaws could be a massive surprise, or it could be a bit disappointing. But we'll see. And thank you guys for going over to Game Overload and subscribing. I appreciate it. We're nearly at 200 over there, and we haven't even uploaded yet. So if you do want to subscribe to that channel, got a Spider-Man 2 video going up tomorrow, and the link is in the description of the stream. I would appreciate it. Yeah, like the problem is Disney, Andrew, with Disney, when it comes to Star Wars, it seems like they've actively tried to do everything to screw themselves over. It's mind-blowing, dude. Mind-blowing. What can happen sometimes? People come up with ideas and there's only one person who thinks it will confuse people and doesn't let it happen. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but that's not an excuse, man, to be honest. There's so many things they could be doing and that they're just not. Cautious of Outlaws. That's fair. We need a multiplayer Star Wars game for everyone. Yeah, that's literally the bottom line. I guarantee you, all the people complaining about Star Wars games right now, 99.9% of them would shut their mouth if we just got a multiplayer Star Wars game that the mass majority can get into. It's all like, it's the one thing we want. It's the only thing. It's the only thing they're not doing. Mind blowing, man. Literally all they need to do is update Battlefront 2 once a year and so many people would be so happy. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Battlefront 2 wouldn't even need many updates. It would just need to come back in some way. Like, it'll never make sense to me, man. That's another reason why I kind of went missing for the 6 months. I was so fed up with the incompetence and just sitting here, just trying to wrap my head around the thought process of the people running Star Wars games. I just don't get it. There is no thought process. Fallen Order and Survivor are peak, but I'm just tired of Souls-like clones. I want a Star Wars game with its own creative gameplay loop or something in every other game nowadays. That's fair enough. I understand that. I got nothing to oppose that. That's a good point. I don't know if this happens with games, but with movies, sometimes they make them so casual moviegoers will see them, not hardcore fans. Yeah, that's very true. And there's a thing I'm actually bringing up in a video that I'm posting in tomorrow on my movie channel. And George Lucas actually spoke about it. He spoke about how a lot of Hollywood producers see like the filmmaking space as a business as opposed to an art form. And therein lies the problem. You know, they'll do focus groups to determine what movies should be made instead of actually just making something based on a vision or an idea. You know, they'll go to focus groups and they'll get their ideas there. And it's like, no, that's not the form of expression that, you know, filmmaking is. George Lucas brought that up. It was a very good point. And yeah, Georgie boy be spitting facts. New maps and characters, it's really not that crazy. Yeah, and the thing is, right, they'd have so much stuff at DICE that they were working on that was just like left on the... just left. And it's just sitting on a memory drive somewhere and just rotting away. But the problem is a lot of the DICE developers after Battlefront 2 got cancelled, they actually just left. So, like, I can't remember the exact name. There was a DICE developer, a well-known one, that legitimately left DICE and went to work on Star Wars Outlaws. So he left, like, because Battlefront 2 got canned. He was like, screw this, I'm off, and goes and works on another Star Wars game. Like, in a completely different studio. It's kind of funny. They could put Star Wars Your Republic on consoles. MMOs can run on consoles. Yeah, they won't do it, though. Lightsaber combat in Star Wars Jedi video games are so cool. More and more lightsaber combats, more fun, more good guys and bad guys. Yeah, I think the lightsaber combat in Survivor was really good. Like, really fun. They got really creative with it. And with Cal going a little bit dark side, it made things very interesting. Really interesting. I like that a lot. I kind of want to hop on GA and Battlefront 2, hopefully in a boom map and just run around with Anakin or something. Yeah. I get a little nostalgic. I just want to, like, just jump in first person as a trooper in Battlefront 2 and just walk around the maps. Because it's crazy to think about, right? In like 3.5 weeks, it's 2024. And Battlefront 2 came out in 2017. That is wild. It's coming up. Like, it's just gone 6 years since the game came out. Like, that's mind-blowing, man. So people literally leave their jobs to make Star Wars games. Yeah, literally. Dennis Branville, who was like the lead creative director or whatever at DICE for Battlefront 2, left DICE after it got canned. He was just gone and went and made his own thing. Like, people, like, Star Wars fans can often be like, oh, poor us, poor us, poor us. Yeah, poor us. But a lot of the developers that were working on Battlefront 2 were just as shattered about it as we were, if not more. Like, they weren't happy, man. Forever baffled by Battlefront 2 outcome. If Battlefront 3 ever comes, it will for sure pop off. That's the thing. And Actman, the Actman, a really good YouTuber, he made a video about Battlefront 3. Why it's not been made, how it would just be the biggest thing Star Wars games have ever seen. It would be massive. It would be a massive money maker. But they won't do it. And he got into why. Because it is a big task to take on, and it is. It is a big task to take on, but you know what? Big task, big profit. Just do it. Seriously, you got the money to do it. Feels so sad when I see old Battlefront 2 videos speculating about how the game will lose live service soon, but to release Battlefront 3 in 2021. Dude, I still remember when I made a video. I made a video like 2 weeks before Battlefront 2 got cancelled saying, is Battlefront 2 coming to an end? And everyone was like, you're an idiot, you're a moron, why would you say that? And then 2 weeks later, it got cancelled. I hated being right. I wished I was so wrong. Because Scarif kept getting delayed because of COVID. And it just screwed everything up. There was that thing ages ago where 3 actors from the Battlefront 2 campaign were at the same location and people thought they were doing something for Battlefront. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I think that's come out now. I can't remember what it was. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. More Star Wars Jedi video games, more action, adventure, danger, and death. Hopefully, man. Well, we know we're getting at least one more, so it'll probably be the last one. But that's still 3 to 4 years away. It's a big task, as you said. It would be huge profit if done right. Yeah, that's the thing. It would be huge profit if done right. But again, it's a big task, man. But dude, the amount of money they could make out of it is just makes me sick. Like, it's ridiculous. Door technician Rick, the boy, pulled all support for something that failed. Yeah, and it was annoying because like when Battlefront 2 got cancelled and it was like made known that Battlefield 2042 was going to be what they were going to, everyone was like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Like, are you serious? Are you dumb? And then lo and behold, Battlefront 2042 came out, was a disaster and was a nightmare, as expected. It's out of touch executives, man. It's out of touch people at the top that just don't get it. People said the ball puzzle from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was one of the hardest things. I didn't think that the puzzles were that bad. I thought the puzzles were actually kind of tame. Maybe I just got lucky, but I'm pretty sure I was actually streaming it, so I might have had help. Normally I get mad about people trying to make too much money with Battlefront 3. I'm mad they're not trying to make that money. Yeah, I think everyone's on that page, dude. It's just, so much money being left on the table. EA should just put a battle pass in Battlefront 2 with like cosmetics and stuff and keep live service. Yeah, they could do that and it could work really well, but logic, they don't like that. Honestly, it's funny because I've become really good friends with someone that works at EA called Steph. She's a bloody legend. She's so nice. She like kept us alive in LA. She's awesome, and we're always like trying to pick her brain, being like, "Can you tell us anything? Can you tell us anything?" And she's like, "I know nothing." But nah, that's the thing though, right? We all get angry at EA, but honestly, everyone I've ever met that worked at EA been like the nicest people, man. Just goes to show that where the bad reputation comes from is up here. It's up the top. Everyone under is like really nice. It's unfortunate, man. Bloody cat hair on my mic. A lot of people said playing Fallen Order and Survivor, they didn't do the seed collecting or gardening. I think Outlaws is supposed to have cooking. Yeah, I must admit, I didn't do the seed collecting in Survivor either. Or the gardening or whatever it was at the top of the cantina. I didn't do that. Do you like that Jedi Fallen Order had a prequel comic and then a novel afterwards? I don't know about the comic, but I know about the novel, and I read the novel and it was awful. So I'm not happy about the novel, no, because that was really bad. I don't even honestly consider it canon. It's that bad and that inconsistent with the characters. It's not even funny. It's the people that don't meet anyone that are the problem. Yeah, it's the people like really high up. It's frustrating. Play Galaxy of Heroes. At least you got a Star Wars game, man. They're just told what to do and forced to follow it. Yeah. Like there was actually I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna bite my tongue on something. I'm just not gonna say it. More lightsaber combat, Star Wars Jedi shows on Disney Plus. More fun. I love action, adventure, danger, and fun. Yeah, the lightsabers in like Ahsoka and stuff, the lightsaber duels, they could have been better. I feel like Hayden Christensen is just so much better with a lightsaber than literally everybody. He was awesome in the shows, but everyone else was kind of eh. I think people would come back to Battlefront 2 if they just picked it up again and added all the missing characters. New content, everyone sees a potential, but not EA. Yeah, it's true. Again, they could come back to Battlefront 2, but I feel like that ship's sailed because of where DICE are at the moment. They're so Battlefield focused. Like, honestly, I think put a skeleton crew on Battlefront 2. Honestly, it'd be enough. And I guarantee you, even with a skeleton crew, it'd be more successful than Battlefield 2042. Because isn't it like... So Battlefield 5 came out and then Battlefield 2042 or something. And Battlefield 5 has more players than the new 2042. Like, that's crazy. Imagine if the first Battlefront had more players than Battlefront 2. That's what the Battlefield franchise has. Dude. It's so frustrating. Aiden would be a Kingsguard in the old days with his sword fighting skill. Yeah, he genuinely would. He's really good. Thank you again to everyone who's followed on Twitch today. I appreciate it. We'll go for a little bit longer and then we'll wrap it up. I don't want to go for too long because it's like, it's 2 a.m. here already. I need to go to bed. I got to get up tomorrow, get some YouTube stuff done. Go to the gym. And then maybe stream again. We'll see. They should just ditch Battlefield. Like, who was going to buy another one of those? Yeah, I know, man. I don't. They're beating a dead horse over there with Battlefield. That's for sure. No one cares, man. It's crazy. Battlefield is slowly becoming COD. Yeah, and they're never going to compete with COD. So what's the point? It's ridiculous. COD can't even compete with COD, for Christ's sake. Do you want Cal Kestis to be in live action show in the third Jedi game? Do you want to be able to play as Merrin? I think I kind of just want Cal to stay in the games, but again, Cameron Monahan, I really like Cameron Monahan. So I kind of want him to get his bag and go on the shows, but creatively speaking, I kind of hope he stays in the games. Actually, I got to meet Cameron Monahan earlier this year. Really freaking nice dude. We were at the after party after we played Survivor. And we were just sitting around, drinking, having something to eat. And then Cameron Monahan just walked in and we're like, yo, what? This is wild, dude. And he was really nice. He had a chat to a lot of us. Really cool dude. Yeah. So part of me, like, because I know he's such a nice guy, part of me wants him to get his bag and go on a Star Wars show, but part of me is like, I kind of just want him to stay in the games. Because like, it's nice having such a good character that's just in the games. You know, that hasn't been gone to live action and gotten ruined. So, I don't know. Probably not today, Reem. We'll probably just leave it just chatting for today. But over on Twitch, we'll be playing games. Next time we go live on Twitch, we'll be playing games. A lot of this stream was pretty much just to get people up to speed on what's going on with the channel, why I've been gone, what's happening in future, and the Twitch channel and the other channel and stuff like that. Kind of just getting you up to speed, just talking a bit of shit, you know, just a chill stream. Can't stand COD. Nah, I feel that, dude. I've been playing a fair bit of COD lately and it is just it's so bad. It's so bad. It's actually shit. It's awful, but it's like FIFA, man. If you like football or soccer, whatever you want to call it, you've got to play it. You know, is what it is. Oh, I haven't checked. Is the House of the Dragon trailer out yet? I haven't looked. Let me look at the... We're so close to 200 subs over at Game Overload, guys. We're like 5 away. If you could sub, that would be sick. Dan Ben, wow indeed. Wow indeed. I was very surprised. I was very surprised when I saw him walk in the door. Follow a few Star Wars YouTubers from Australia. I'm assuming you mean me, Bombastic, Sammy, and Twisted. Twisted is back on the stream grind as well. Yeah, guys, I reckon that'll probably just about do us. We'll probably go for about another 5 minutes. Watch The Boys at All Season 4 trailer dropping today as well. Yeah, Devin, I love The Boys. I can't wait for Season 4. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I love Soldier Boy. I love Homelander. I love The Boys. I love the satire. It's just such a good show. Tried playing Fortnite and I kept thinking, damn, Battlefront 2 is so much more fun. Yeah, dude, it's sad. It's gonna advert for a Disney racing game. Yeah. Ugh. All right, guys, that's pretty much gonna do us. I reckon we'll wrap it up there. Successful return. Yeah, make sure you stay tuned on the Game Overload channel and the Twitch channel, because that's where a lot of the content's going to be. We'll pop up for a stream here every now and then, and we'll probably multi-stream, but I reckon that's going to do us, guys. If I do stream tomorrow, it'll be here, and it might be Battlefront 2. We'll see. But until then, guys, I appreciate you all tuning in. And I'll be sure to let you guys know what's going on in the community tab. But it's good to see you guys again. It's been a long time. Renegades, see you later, man. Have a good weekend, dude. Have a good weekend. All right, guys. That is going to do it. See you later, Gareth. Have a good one. And to all you lurkers, I appreciate you sticking around. And yeah, that'll do it. So thanks, guys. And see you later.